Let's talk about the iPhone 8 once again. More specifically, I want to talk about those iPhone 8 clone leaks, if those are actually clones. So we've seen a couple of them in the past, recently, a few days ago, a few weeks ago, and a few of them even a few months ago. And these clones do show a very different design when it comes to the design that we're already familiar with the iPhone 8. But regardless if those clones are actually real, here's everything you need to know about those iPhone 8 clones. So welcome to the Zone of Tech, I'm Daniel, and as always, grab some popcorn and enjoy. So if you've been following all the iPhone 8 leaks, you probably know how the iPhone 8 is going to look like. Now I've covered this in a separate video, iPhone 8 and iPhone 7s final design. In case you haven't seen that, the link for that is in the description. But basically an iPhone with almost no bezels, just that top sensor bar. So the fingerprint reader is going to be either on the front, so built into the display assembly, or on the side, built into the power button, so definitely not on the back. And all of these clones that we've seen before basically show a completely different story. So as you can see, the fingerprint reader is on the back, so it's quite visible. Yes, it's not built into the Apple logo. And then on the front, you do have some pretty large bezels, I would say, by the iPhone 8 standards at least. Now, when it comes to the iPhone 8, when it comes to the design that you're already familiar with, it is rumored that it's only going to come in black, at least on the front. And that's because you have the sensor bar here. And if it comes in black, the sensor bar is also going to be black. So that sensor bar would perfectly merge with that OLED display. There's no actual way to do that if that bar was white. Now these clones did show quite a couple of different colors. So we've seen one in white, gold, rose gold. So pretty much all colors that the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus comes with except for red and the standard matte black. So black, white, rose gold, and gold. And these are also completely different design-wise than that iPhone 8 dummy unit that we've seen so many times before. Okay, so quite a few images showing different versions of the iPhone 8. They're probably just clones, just dummy units, just fake models. Well, we've actually had a few schematics showing the same design style for the iPhone 8 that we've seen with the clones. So the first alleged iPhone 8 schematic was this one. So this one was posted on Weibo, and it was posted again by /leaks. And as you can see, this one shows exactly the same dimensions and design as on the clones that we've seen. Now, Benjamin Gaskin has actually shared quite a lot of images with these clones, including some really high quality hands-on images from basically every single angle of these clones. And as you can see, all of them show basically the exact same unit except for the different colors. So we have a fingerprint reader on the back, we have that dual camera module which is vertical, and then Benjamin also posted a few images showing the sides of these clones. And if you take a look at the sides, they actually resemble an iPhone 5 and an iPhone 5s quite heavily. Now, if you remember back in 2016 when all the iPhone 8 rumors have started, I think I actually mentioned this in my first iPhone 8 Leaks and Rumors episode, which was back in August 2016. So in that episode, I talked about the possibility of having an iPhone 8 with a similar design style as the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 5s. So basically Apple returning to that blocky design. Yes, that was one of the rumors, that Apple was going to return to the iPhone 5, 5s design with the iPhone 8. So a more square design, which we can definitely see here with these models. And the most recent leak involves an actual hands-on video also posted on Weibo, and this was also reposted by /leaks, an actual hands-on video of that iPhone 8 clone. Now, on top of this, there were quite a couple of more alleged schematics of the iPhone 8. Some of them posted by Benjamin, all showing this blocky iPhone 5, iPhone 5s style design for the iPhone 8. And also all of them showing that fingerprint reader on the back. Okay, so having said all this, in my opinion, there are basically three ways that all these iPhone clones can go. So the first theory is that all of these clones are actually fake, every single one of them. Now, this would be a bit weird considering how many schematics and also how many leaks of these clones we've already seen. The second option is that all these clones are actually real, all of them, and that this is actually the iPhone 8. Now, this is also pretty hard to believe. I don't actually see this being the case. And that's because we've seen so many more reports and so many more leaks that the iPhone 8 will actually come with this new bezel style design. The fingerprint reader will be built into the display assembly or the side and the power button. And we even had some more recent display panel leaks, by the way. So display panel leaks, screen protector leaks, schematics, and a lot of reports pointing towards this as the iPhone 8's design. And then option number 3 is that these clones are actually real and they're not the iPhone 8 but the iPhone 7s instead. But even this one seems a bit weird. It definitely seems more likely than the first and second options, but when it comes to the iPhone 7s, most reports are saying that it's going to be basically an iPhone 7 with upgraded internals. So no design changes when it comes to the iPhone 7s, only the iPhone 8 will be getting this really big redesign. If Apple wants to make a new iPhone 7s, making it a hybrid between the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 7 Plus or the iPhone 7 would be just way too expensive for Apple, and it just wouldn't make sense, and I don't see this happening. Okay, so what do I believe? Well, I personally believe in option number 4, so another option, which is the fact that this is real indeed, but it's not the iPhone 8 or the iPhone 7s. Instead, it's an alternative iPhone 8 prototype. So as you probably know, Apple does like to test multiple prototypes, multiple versions of a product before making the final adjustments to that product. That was basically the case with the iPhone 7 Plus, where we had the iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 7 Pro, the Pro being the only one that came with a dual camera module, and it also came with a smart connector, which was later on removed with the iPhone 7 Plus. And the iPhone 7 Plus was also took that dual camera module from the iPhone 7 Pro. But keep in mind that that was the case with the iPhone 7 Plus, which basically had the exact same design as the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6. So since Apple was testing a few prototypes with the iPhone 7, it obviously makes a lot more sense for Apple to test even more different prototypes with the iPhone 8, since it's going to come with an even bigger design change. So this is what I personally believe is the case with this unit as well. This is an alternative prototype for the iPhone 8, most likely an early version of the iPhone 8, which was later on scrapped. So this is how I believe that the iPhone 8 is most likely going to look like. It feels more like an Apple style design than this one. What do you guys think? Which one do you think feels more Apple-like? But in the end, even if this one actually turns out to be the real iPhone 8, which I highly doubt, it's still going to be a pretty big improvement from the iPhone 7, at least when it comes to the size of these bezels. Yes, it's ugly, it's really ugly, but functionality-wise, it's much better than the iPhone 7. Again, when it comes to bezels, because the fingerprint reader is on the back. So yeah, that would be the main minus. So what do you guys think? Which version of the iPhone 8 would you guys prefer? I'm guessing that most of you would probably pick this one. But yeah, this was pretty much it when it comes to the iPhone 8 clones. So if you subscribe if you want to see more Leaks and Rumors episodes on the iPhone 8, feel free to check out my previous episodes as well. And also don't forget to enable notifications on my channel by simply tapping on that bell icon so that you're notified as soon as I upload a brand new epic video. Also feel free to give this video a like if you have enjoyed it to let me know, and also let me know in the comments if you were epic enough to make it until the end of this video by saying I was epic enough to make it until the end of this video, and also if you are epic enough to finish eating your popcorn. But yeah, this was pretty much it for now, so thank you for watching until the end. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Son of Tech, signing out. Cheers.